Guys, so today I'm going to go over a couple tips and tricks for people with smaller eyes. I myself have this unfortunate curse. And a lot of the videos that I watch on here, the girls have like these big, beautiful eyes and they're awesome and they're so easy to do makeup looks on. And then, I'll try them and they make my eyes look this big. So hopefully I'll share a couple tricks with you guys that if you have eyes like mine, you can use, and then, kind of apply that to yourself and to other videos that you watch, and just kind of anytime you're doing a look, just kind of keep these in mind, and this will always kind of steer you in the right direction as far as makeup's concerned. So hopefully you guys like this video. Here it is. So the first thing that's really important when you have small eyes is you want to frame them really nicely. So this includes doing some type of highlight underneath the eye just to brighten it and just kind of, get rid of any bags, any circles, anything you might have, to just really make them look, bigger and not like you're tired, because that makes your eyes look puffy and then that obviously makes them look smaller. Second thing is, so you frame the bottom, you want to frame the top half. So you want to do your eyebrows. So whether this involves, using a kind of like a brush like this and using like a powder, that's something people like to do, or using a crayon is something that I like to do. Really what you want to do is you want to start at that center and then just kind of build it out and then just go through any spare spots in the front. Like that. So the first thing is you really want to start with, So the first thing is you really want to start with a good base. Now I like using either Morning Frost, which is this. It's a little bit, it's kind of like a light brownish, shimmery kind of paint pot color. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see. Or Bare Study, which I'm actually out of right now, which is amazing. I would recommend getting that one actually. It's the other MAC paint pot, and it kind of actually looks like this, like their Naked Lunch. It's like a champagne peach kind of color. It looks like that, but in like a cream form. That's what I recommend getting. But either way, you just want something with shimmer, because that's going to open up your eyes already. So then you want to apply that kind of all over the lid. If you use a paint pot as opposed to a MAC paint pot, I don't know about a lot of other brands as much, but will really act as a primer, so you don't really need to use a primer with this. So you want to apply that first. So the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my color to the lid. So for this I'm using Naked Lunch, which is the color I just showed you. For the lid color, you want to use something that is shimmery, not matte. Shimmery is just gonna make your eyes pop, so it's just gonna give you like that little bit of extra. And you really want to use something that's light, that's a little bit, either a little bit lighter or a little bit darker than your than like your eyelid color, because what that's gonna do, that's just gonna emphasize it. It's not gonna, if you put something too dark, it's going to make them look small. So you don't want to do that. And then obviously too bright, can get weird. You want to take that color and you want to apply it all over the lid. And then up a little bit into that crease. Not a lot, but just a little. Nose edges. So then the next thing you want to do, so once you've done that and you've kind of like put your eyelid color on and made your eyelids pop, then you want to use a matte color to put in your crease. So with the Naked Lunch, it looks really pretty with any type of dark purple color. So I actually like using it with Blackberry, which is this color. My camera's being weird. But there you go. So it's just kind of like it's like a matte purple, like really dark color. I mean, there's so many different options really. It depends on what color you use on the lid as to what complements it in the crease. But really the biggest rule of thumb is that you just want something that is going to be matte, that's going to be dark, and that is not like a black. You want to stay away from blacks. You want to stay away from any really dark, gray, any dark navy. Kind of steer away from those and use a different option like purple or like a dark brown or something that's still dark but not gonna make your eyes look small. And then you want to take this and you want to put this in the crease. And you can actually even bring the crease up. Rather than my natural crease is here, you can do it kind of above the crease because you brought that lid color up, and it's just going to make your eyes appear a little bit bigger. It's obviously, you don't want to do this too high up, but just doing a little bit, even just that kind of gives the illusion that your eyes, are bigger than they actually are. Now, when you normally would put color in the outer V or the outer corner of your eye, which really would be like this half of your eye, you don't want to do that if you have small eyes. What you want to do is you want to just barely kind of touch on that corner with whatever's still on the brush and then leave it at that. Now, what this is going to do is this is still going to give you that same look. Like, you're not going to lose any of the look, but it's really going to allow you to, make your eyes look bigger. As you start bringing the colors in, that's going to make your eyes look smaller. Another thing you can do, or another thing you should do, is you want to highlight underneath your brow bone. Now, this, you really should do for most looks, but you want to do something that's just going to be very kind of, just complement the look. You can do a shimmer, you can do a matte, that doesn't matter. But just anything that's going to bring attention up. So I really like using Mylar by MAC, which is just this white matte color. It's just bright enough that it, lifts. And I just think it complements any eyeshadow a lot. So now those are like kind of the three main steps. If you do just that, it's gonna look great. The next step that you can do if you want is you can actually take like a shimmer color. I'm gonna take Floof, which is a shimmery, I'm gonna open, Floof, which is like a shimmery white, and I'm just going to take a very little bit and put it in the inner corner of my eye, bring that up a little. I'm also going to take it and put it in the bottom corner. Now, what putting a highlight color in the corner of your eyes does is it kind of draws attention there, which again, just an illusion, or not, not just an illusion, but like as an illusion, makes your eyes look bigger because of where the focus is going. So, obviously make sure that if you put the color there that it's, blended in nicely and not, crazy. But doing that is going to give your eyes that extra pop. Now, one thing that a lot of people ask me about is eyeliner, because obviously, liner, kind of the rule of thumb for doing like a smoky eye or doing any kind of, serious eye, if you put on eyeliner, is you do it from here to here and then from here to here. And, if you do a smoky eye, you want to really smoke it out and make it thick and bring it down. If you have small eyes, that's just going to make your eyes look smaller. That doesn't mean, however, that you have to kind of give up any of those looks. There are options, and what I recommend is kind of the biggest trick that I learned is when you're doing any type of eyeliner, the rule of thumb is because your eyes are tiny, want your eyeliner to stop here. So you only want this half of your eye to have eyeliner on it. Obviously, you can't just do like half and stop because that'll look weird. So really what you want to do is you want to kind of fade it into the eye so where it looks like your actual eye line is the rest of the liner. So I'll show you what I mean. For this is you want to take your liner. Okay, so what I mean for this is you want to take your liner you want to apply it like that, right? So you can see, obviously, if I left it like that, even from far away, it's going to look weird. What you've done is you have kind of dipped it into the eye. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and put it along the lash line so you can barely even see it. And blend it. Obviously from like this view it doesn't look weird. When you put on mascara it's gonna look even better. But that's really how you want to do your eyeliner, is you want to do it kind of thick on the outside. So thick, you know, to the middle, and then really almost non-existent to meet up with it. And that's just going to make your eyes, again, look bigger, because it's going to make your lashes look fuller on the outside, which is really what eyeliner does. But it's also still not going to make your eyes look tiny. If you were to draw it all the way in, your eyes are going to be like, they're just going to look smaller, because black automatically makes it look like that's your lash line. So it's just going to make the lids look even tinier. Now you want to as well kind of draw the liner out a little bit. Now when you do the bottom half of your eye, you want to do kind of the same rule of thumb for the eyeliners. You want to do the outside half, and then honestly on your bottom lashes, very rarely will you actually even have to go all the way in. As long as you do kind of like a thin enough line on the bottom, it's not going to be cut off the way that top is. So you won't even have to, so you really can just do to here and then just kind of fade away. Because if you take white eyeliner and you put it on your waterline, that's just going to make your eyes pop even more. Because the white conflicts or contrasts with the black on the bottom, and then it makes your eyes appear bigger because it kind of, you know, that white waterline blends into the whiteness of your eyes. So those are just some kind of, and then obviously, forgot the mascara. The most important thing is you want to obviously curl. I mean, curling is always going to make your eyes look bigger because it elongates the lashes. It just kind of opens up the eyes and it makes them, you know, appear bigger. And then the other thing too is just being really good about applying mascara, because that's gonna make your eyes open up. Those are just some kind of you know, tips and tricks. There's a lot of different things you can play around with and you can try, but the biggest really rules of thumbs are what I just went over. Those are going to be the kind of quickest and easiest ways that you can make a really big difference without needing a different eye shape, you know, without needing bigger eyes. You can have, you know, that look. You can have that, you know, the shadow look that you want, but you know, you just have to play around with it in a different way in which someone who has bigger eyes would do. So hopefully, you know, you guys are able to learn a couple things from this, and you know, check out my other videos and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.